Gary Neville believes Chelsea must hold their nerve and resist parting company with Graham Potter despite the club's disastrous run of recent form. Potter's side were beaten 1-0 at home by Premier League basement boys Southampton on Saturday, their second defeat in the space of 4 days after a 1-0 away at Borussia Dortmund in the week, and were subjected to boos at full time by the Stamford Bridge crowd. It means Chelsea have still only claimed one win in 2023 and therefore find themselves some way off the European places, down in 10th in the Premier League. Blues owner Todd Boehly spent heavily in the January transfer window, forking out over £300 million on new players to improve the squad, yet speculation is already mounting about Potter's future as head coach. However, speaking on his latest Gary Neville podcast, the Sky Sports pundit urged Boehly and co. to keep faith with their manager and see his long-term project through, even given the pressure he is under. Gary Neville has told the Chelsea board to stick with Graham Potter despite mounting pressure. Potter's side were booed off the pitch following their 1-0 defeat to Southampton on Saturday. Chelsea owner Todd Boehly must hold his nerve and see it through with Potter, says Neville. Potter is under massive pressure. You can see it in his face, Neville said. The chances they missed in the second half and the boos at the end of the game felt a little ominous. I think they'll want to do the right thing, the Chelsea owners. They've sacked a manager very early in the season in Thomas Tuchel, they've owned their new manager, they've brought recruitment assistants in alongside him, so they've invested heavily in Graham and his team, but they have to hold their nerve if they want to see it through. But I suspect that nerve is being tested, as any owners would be when you've spent that level of money and you're losing games at home to the side bottom of the league. January saw the arrival of 8 new faces at Stamford Bridge, adding to the host of signings that were brought in last summer, and the excessive number of players at Potter's disposal concerns Neville. The former Manchester United defender believes Potter would like to further implement his own system on the training pitch, but is finding it difficult with so many players to please. He's a fantastic coach, but you feel watching Potter he's a measured man, Neville continued. He's a good coach, but you get the idea he'd like to build a pattern of play with a group of players on a consistent basis, and he's got 33 of them staring at him down the barrel saying play me. And these aren't junior players, they're senior internationals, and I can't imagine what it must be like to have 33 players. I was a manager for a very short period and we had a squad of 22, 23 at Valencia, and you're looking at 11, 12 players every week thinking I am not going to play you. He's got 22 players who are not going to play. If they're all fit, how do you even get them all into a training session? Chelsea have slumped to 10th in the Premier League and won only one game in 2023. Enzo Fernandez was one of 8 new arrivals at Chelsea in January as the club spent £300 more. Good training session you'd have 16 to 20 players. If you've got 22 players, 5 of them are training with the reserves or on their own. That isn't right. They needed to unload players off Graham Potter to take the pressure of handling all those players that are expecting to play every single week. Neville has already spoken previously about Boehly's first few months in charge being chaotic and believes the current regime is going against the strengths of Potter as a coach. I've used the word chaotic and I think it has been chaotic in the first 6 months of the Boehly ownership. I won't change my mind on that, he added. They've invested heavily, they're putting their money where their mouth is and are saying all the right things. But at this moment in time, it won't be a successful project when you have 33 players all looking at the manager and a manager who wants to build a measured project. It feels a little bit conflicted with what Potter would ordinarily be really strong at and what the ownership seem to want in respect of filling a squad and accumulating players of that sort of volume.